Okay. This one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for having me here. And I just want to step forward and show you my new jacket. Uh, Since I'm living partly in Indonesia and partly in Sweden, my neighbor in Indonesia said, you go to America, you need a new jacket. This is what he made for me. So it looks like I'm going to a tuxedo party. And last year when I went to India, Hayden and Chrissy knows, he made me a blue one. So let's see, next year maybe I have another color, but very nice of him, and I like it, I appreciate it. So I hope you think I look quite good today in my new jacket. Thank you. I work for the World Cleanup Day, and the organization's name is Let's Do It World. Julie just mentioned about Let's Do It Ukraine, which is a part of it, since we are in so many different countries. So I just put .org. So worldcleanupday.org is the webpage name, and World Cleanup Day is 20 September. The digitalcleanupday.org is the other website we have, and that is 15 March every year. So I just want to give you a short presentation of our organization. And we always talk about the trash blindness, also that people don't see and they don't care when they walk around. Since I'm living in Asia, I know we have waste everywhere. My neighbors have it out, so they just open the window and throw it out, and I talk to them and they don't even see it. And they don't very much care about it either. But we're doing cleanups, and then they will see the result, and it works quite good. So also this with all these small actions when you talk to different people, and just even if it's one person or the neighbor or in school or your work, whatever it is, it has a huge impact at the end. We all know that. So Let's Do It World is one of the largest organizations in the world when it comes to environmental things. And we have members in 164 different countries, and we have had more than 190 countries and protectorates on the World Cleanup Day, which is now 5 years old. The organization started 2008 in Estonia. The story is that there was a few people sitting in a cafe talking about we need to clean up Estonia after the Russian left Estonia when they kicked them out and so on. That's another story. But it was dirty. It was a lot of waste in the country. So they decided they should do it. So they gathered 50,000 people and decided a day when they were supposed to do the cleanup, and they did it. And the name of the organization comes out of that one guy. He just stand up and he said, okay, let's do it. So that was the name of the story, the organization. So now, since last year, also 20th of September, we are in the UN calendar, which gave us quite a good credibility for organizing the cleanup in many other countries also around the world, except the one we have already. Because when we're in the UN calendar, it's also good credit for the country who can arrange the World Cleanup Day and be the organizer of it and so on. Oh, there should be another picture there with a guy when having, you know, the big video camera and CD player and big everything and all this stuff. We had the gadgets like 20 years ago. Today we have everything in here. Everything is in the phone, and that's what I want to talk about, the digital trash, because I've been doing cleanups in more than 25 different countries now around the world, and I've been picking a lot of waste. So now I go into a little bit more cleaner actions when I just clean the digital waste. So any data created online which is not used anymore is what we call digital trash. Same in the digital world as in the physical world. There is a lot of trash, and we don't even think about it today. We've been producing a lot of it here today with all our photos and all the things we've been sending to each other. So it contributes everything we do. When we press to do anything with the phone, we are also contributing for the climate change. Data is backed up and stored in your computer and in your phone and in the famous cloud. I will show you a few examples. And this is the production, the development of how much we're going to consume when it comes to energy, when we are producing more and more CO2 emissions because of the digital race. We have so much new things coming in all the time, and we're going to use more and more digital gadgets and computers or whatever it is, and it will all be contributing for the climate change. This is look just exactly as the production of plastic. Actually, it also goes like this until 2050. It's steep as Mount Everest almost. The largest data center is in Mongolia, and it's called Huhut. And the size of that little place is 10.7 million square feet. So these places are not small places. These are big. They are like cities. And there are many of them around the world, and we don't even know about them almost. So they, of course, need a lot of energy. And in some countries where they have problem with the water, because the cooling system to cool down all the things, they're using mainly fresh water. And that is a big problem, you know, in many, many countries to get fresh water. So before we made a distinction between the digital world and the physical world, but now, a few years later, since we start using these, the phones and everything that much, it's like one thing together. So we don't even think about when we are sending emails or pictures, whatever it is, we just stream it away and we don't think about it, what is happening, where it goes, and so on. Trillions of photos and videos are created all the time. We've been doing it here today, and we send them around, and they travel around, and they are also contributing, of course, for the CO2 emissions and the climate change. Footprint of internet is about 5% of the global emissions, same as flying. The carbon footprint of the internet just in 5 years will increase to 20%, so it goes really, really fast. Internet produces more than 90 million tons of CO2 emissions every year. Total in the world is 38 billion. And 90% of almost all the data is what we could consider as waste, very, very fast. 75% of all the footprint we made, it made by you and me, all the individuals. This is another problem also with all the different gadgets and especially with laptops and cell phones. Incredible figures to look at, but computers account for 37% of the emissions, and the cell phones and the TVs 23 and 14. If you look at it from cradle to cradle, the whole lifespan of the product. So how can you now on an individual level reduce your digital footprint? Easy. There are a lot of apps you can download, but they are usually not for free, but you can do it manually also, which we are doing. You know, we have 15,000 pictures in our phone, and we can probably take away 50% of them. So when you ask somebody to take a photo, when you get the phone back, you say, oh, they took 9 photos. That's how it works today. We're just consuming more and more of it. So you can clean it up manually, and you can do it by different apps. Videos, I don't know how many videos we are doing and how many we've been doing here and all over the world. There are millions of them. And then we do another one, and we edit one, and we keep the old one, and so on. So the storage of all these that goes up in the clouds, of course, is a big problem when it comes to useless data. And also the resolution, what we are using, HD or what kind of resolution it is. If you want the higher resolution, the more energy it will use. Emails, you see the figures are incredible when it comes to email. So 1 to 2 years old emails, you can delete them. You're never going to use them, even if it's fun to have them in your inbox. If you go to the Digital Day cleanup, digitalday.org, there is a lot of tutorials and information how you easily can handle it and how you can set up a policy to how you're going to work with it, how we're going to decide to have it in our company or whatever it is. You need to have some regulations about it. The email is, of course, a huge problem today because we are sending so many of them. 320 billion emails every day and 62 trillion spam emails every year. So these are incredible figures we have. One email is average 4 grams CO2. Large attachment you put in it, then you have 50 gram. And I'll just speed up, I have a little bit, a few minutes there. The impact of sending email, the weight, how big it is, and how many attachments you have, and where it's going to go in the world, and how many people you send it to. So if you send 10 megabytes and you send it to 10 people, it's 200 megabytes that goes. So instead, you should send links, of course, and not sending these heavy emails, because that costs a lot. Delete all the unnecessary files you have, which is quite easy to do. You can just go through your computer and delete them, and you can also use different apps, of course. Name your files so you easily can find them. I have a big problem to find files sometimes because I don't name them correctly, but make a system for it. Very easy to keep track of it. Apps today, everywhere you go, download an app, and you have so many apps in your phone which you never use. So you can remove a lot of them and empty your cache temporary files, because that is loaded each time you start up. And there is a lot of data in the background running, and you don't know about it, but it costs a lot for the climate. Update your apps as much as you can, with the ones you are using, because they are getting more and more energy savings. Using computer compared to a smartphone, you see 1 hour, 107 grams CO2 emissions if you have the computer, and only 16 grams if you're using the phone. So it's smarter to use the phone if you can do that. Tracking everybody when you download the app, is allowed. Can we follow you? Can you allow us to follow, and blah, blah, and so on? Always say no, because this is also in the background all the time. It's working, and it costs a lot of CO2. When you have meetings, you don't need to be on the video, 20 people all the time. Switch off the video. You save a lot of energy. You can turn on the video when you talk, and otherwise you can be without it. That saves very, very much. Single-use data in the digital world is the same as single-use plastic in the physical world. Footprint of e-waste depends on the usage of the device, so you can be minimalistic if you like. And don't forget to empty your trash bin. Saving a huge of this is good for you. It extends the life of our gadgets also, if you can do that. You feel more balanced as a person. You are not so stressed if you can remove a lot of this. And we will be more satisfied, and we will be more efficient when we have more order in our different gadgets. Just last one. Consume less, save 100%, and this is my favorite. Do I need it? Yes. Don't buy it. Do I need it? No, don't buy it. It means less consume. Okay, this is the butchery of needs. Use what you have, borrow, swap, thrift, make, buy. It's a hierarchy we have. This one is done by nature. We know how it works. This is the most intelligent generation ever in the world. So that's what we are doing. This is the address where you have a lot of information, a lot of material you can use and download. Everything is for free. It's open source. Thank you.